What's good, everybody? It's your boy JTL, Opposite from the Norm. And real quick, I just want to let y'all know about Opposite from the Norm apparel t-shirts. Brought to you by G-Fam G-Wear. You like our show and our content? Then go to gfament.com and click on G-Store, and there you can purchase an Opposite from the Norm t-shirt. Also, you can check out other great tees that represent true kings and true queens as well. Shirts that motivate and make you feel great. Once again, that's gfament.com and click on the G Store link to get your apparel tees. Now back to the show. Chill! Hey everybody, it's your boy JT, Opposite from the Norm. And before I get started, make sure y'all like this, y'all comment, y'all share, and y'all definitely make sure you subscribe. All right, so I know the title might be a little bit messed up, but we gonna get into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get into it. All right. So the whole thing is this. As you can see, all these beautiful young ladies and OG young lady, whatever you want to call it. You got City Girls, you got Trina, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion. All right. So lately, everybody has been talking about the WAP song. And, always historically, female rappers that talk about certain things that they talk about and a lot of people don't agree with. Let's get into it. Let's get into the lyrics. Okay. This is the thing we got to think about, or people don't think about. And I thank God for blessing me to have this, giving me the sense to think about this. Okay. So when they talk about, is it okay if men in the rap game, because let's keep it real, a lot of these dudes and females is not hip hop. Let's just get that out the way first. A lot of this shit is rap. City Girls, rap. Cardi B, rap. Megan Thee Stallion, rap. Trina, rap. That's not hip hop. And no offense, but what I mean is this. All right, hip hop is Tribe Called Quest, Poor Righteous Teachers. You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J, Rakim, Public Enemy. Reason being because they had all the elements of hip hop. You got DJ, they got DJs, they usually had DJs, the b-boy look, you know what I'm saying? Breakdancing elements might be around them. That's hip hop if you put all those elements in there. And then lyrical content is something that made you think, had hard punchlines and metaphors and similes all throughout the shit. Rap is just the record labels put them together. They don't have to go and really prove themselves. They ain't freestyling nowhere. They're not in no freestyle ciphers. They not breakdancing, doing graffiti. They ain't got no real DJs and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the lyrics that they write, a 4 or 5-year-old can write. No offense, but let's be real. It's script of rap for a lot of these females. But let's go back. If you look at If you look at when they say, okay, the male rappers don't have to get this scrutiny, it's bullshit. Because think back, or if you don't know, go do your research if you too young. If you was born like by 90 or something like that, you may not know about these things because a lot of this stuff, when it was happening, by the time you get old enough to realize what it was gone. But let's go ahead and think back with, check it. Go back and think about, or go back and look up what Uncle Luke went through. They had a lot of lawsuits and police and feds and everybody coming at them because they were doing nasty music and doing crude shows. Look at Tupac. Dan Quayle, the vice president, called him out back in 92, 91, or 92, 93. Dan Quayle, the vice president, called him out. Look at NWA. The feds came at them for the Fuck the Police song and shit like that. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at all these situations, they was getting protested. People was protesting against these artists. So if you thinking that, oh, men don't have to go through this, that's a lie. Because Snoop Dogg went through it. Like, you can go look up online when they was protesting a lot of these rappers' music. They was throwing down their music, they tapes and CDs and crushing them and stepping on them and all that. These were male rappers. These was not female rappers. Queen Latifah didn't go through that. MC Lyte didn't go through that. Roxanne Shante didn't go through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim didn't go through that. The men rappers went through that. So when they say, oh, men didn't go through that, that's a lie. That's bullshit. If it wasn't for men going through that and fighting against all of this shit, it wouldn't be able to be crude now. Uncle Luke had to go through it first. NWA had to go through it first. These are cases that stem all the way back to like 89, 88. These females didn't have to go through that. So to sit there and act like men say whatever they want. No, if men didn't fight for it, rap and hip hop at the same time back then, they wouldn't be able to be nasty and twerking and all that. Men fought for that. Do your research if you don't believe me. Another thing that gets on my nerves. Them saying women's empowerment. I don't see how Suki Hunter can say when Cardi B make a song talking about hold this, hold that, pop that pussy, her and her hoes turn up. At least she an honest hoe. I can respect her for being an honest hoe, like Della Reese said. She might be a hoe, but she an honest hoe. So I at least respect her for that, keeping it real. She an honest hoe, so I respect Suki for that. All right, but the thing is, it's not empowerment because Suki Hunter talking about something. It's not empowerment unless you ask a nigga to give you some money to have sex. That's not empowerment because whether you demand money or ask for money, that's not empowerment because you are still begging. You might be begging like a bratty child or a polite child, but you're still begging. And then in turn, you're pretty much doing a prostitute transaction. And the problem with messing up with a lot of these sisters is when it comes to them trying to get relationships, as soon as they see a dude that they like, most likely 9 times out of 10, these are the street dudes, right? So these street dudes are coming at them in a way that they like, but unfortunately, a lot of times street dudes, just like a lot of these females, I'm so sorry, but I pray for them, and any women out there like that, their mind capacity is not that high of a level. If you're somebody that's just, because a lot of dudes that are in the streets don't believe in themselves to do anything else. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. A lot of street dudes and street females don't feel like they can do anything else with their life. Why do you think they get all these tattoos all over their body and face? You know no job ain't gonna hire you. Gold all in the mouth. Ain't no job gonna hire you looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Relationships. You out here twerking. Y'all was looking like a slut. Call yourself hoe bitch. You and your friends. Ain't no real respectable man gonna want to date that. But I want to say this also real quick before I get to the empowerment part. What I get so tired also is when they say men are being tight and butthurt because females is taking back the power. Let me tell y'all something. Let me express something to y'all and learn you something. The men that are saying this, like me, myself, are talking about how, you know, it's sad that our sisters degrade themselves. And then want to turn around and come back and say they can't find no good men. Niggas ain't shit. And it's like, no, it's because you date niggas. You're not dating men. But let me hip you to the game. From the niggas I know, the homies I got, if they on they street nigga shit, they like hoes like that. So it ain't them complaining about what y'all do. My niggas that be on that street nigga shit like hoes like Megan Thee Stallion. They like hoes like Cardi B. They like hoes like City Girls. They like hoes like Trina. They ain't complaining about that. They like them type of hoes. But for the men like me, that's like, I want to change in my life and I want something good. I want a good woman to hold me down and I hold her down. We're the ones saying something about this. And, you know, live your life. But it becomes a concern if you think about it. The youth are very impressionable. When they play these songs and these songs are hot, it's not because the majority of the listeners are grown. It's the youth that keep this shit going. Why do you think, and y'all can do marketing research, a lot of marketing companies go for 2 groups of people. Women, children. That makes the most money. Women and children. For all those dudes out there that make all these money, millions of dollars or whatever, billionaire even, if they got a woman or kids, that's where they get all the money. Because most of the time, men ain't going to spend too much money on themselves. They're going to over time spend more money on their families, their wife and their kids. You know what I'm saying? Sisters or homegirls, whatever. That's where the money goes to. So when you see this music being played that they playing that to kids. They playing this in the afternoon. They not playing this like, how you know how back in the days, it'd be a late show on a radio station like 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night for an hour, 2, maybe 3 hours. Or at least 8, 10. It just kept getting early. So now they play all this shit from like 12 to 4 or 8. So you hearing it all day, and the kids is hearing this on the radio. So wet ass pussy is not something I want my nieces to learn about. The kids. Of course, we can turn it off and all of that, and we should. Parents do gotta make sure they're doing a better job. But at the same time, we can't sit there and act like it's not something that needs to be a concern. And me and my partner HD always talk about the dudes and the bullshit that they say want to be thugs and gangsters, and then we get in trouble with the police. Oh, I'm just an entertainer now. Anyway, we'll get to that another time, believe me. But the problem is, not only that, then when these sisters is talking about empowerment, you're not empowering yourself if you asking dudes to make money for you. All these chicks, all they talking about is dudes paying. That's not empowerment, because you asking a dude to give you money for you have sex with them, because besides you just liking them. So, and then a lot of these hoes are stupid, and I'm gonna tell you why. They're teaching these dumbass girls to fuck with dudes, street niggas that they like, act like you basically messing with him in a relationship, and then ask him for money. All right, if you're gonna be a prostitute to anybody. Teach them the game. You're gonna teach them right. They don't teach them right. They stupid. If you're gonna teach them to be a hoe, at least teach them how to be a real hoe and a smart hoe. Stop lying. Stop hiding with a relationship. Cause y'all bitches be the same one to come back and, oh, ain't no good niggas out there. It probably ain't. But I'm sure there's plenty of men out there. But the problem is you think they lame. You don't appreciate a brother that works a 9 to 5 and is stable. But I done seen that before and dealt with that before. These hoes get washed up and played out, cellulite in their ass, scratch marks on their ass cheeks, a whole heap of damn kids. Now they want to get with the stable dude. Get the fuck out of here. Why you think dudes have that thing mindset MGTOW now? You know what I'm saying? I even got a little bit. Men going their own way. I'm not finna be coming around no bitch that got a whole heap of kids. You run down, and now you want to settle with a dude like me, but you still want to talk shit to me because you're a busted hoe bitch. You know what I'm saying? The streets then ran through you. Now you want to get with me and then try to talk shit down, talk me like I ain't shit. I'm a lame ass nigga. But you the lame ass bitch that let a nigga run, all these street niggas run through you. And then now you want to come get with a good dude and then treat him like shit. Because you mad because these fuck niggas didn't take care of you. These fuck boys shitted on you. That's your fault. And let me break this down also real quick. Empowerment. This is how I tell you it's bullshit when I say empowerment. Check this out, y'all. Empowerment. Making sure men give you money before you fuck them. That's empowerment. Check this out. Let me show you what empowerment. All these females that's talking all this shit about empowerment, and what's so sad, females saying, oh, this is the side of the game, these street hoes versus street niggas. That's fine. But y'all ain't picking the right ones and learning from. Like I said, Uncle Luke, he went through the same scrutiny, even worse with them folks. But Uncle Luke had Luke Skywalker Records. He had his own label. Master P, No Limit, Dame Dash, and Jay-Z, Rockefeller, Rough Riders. Then DMX ended up having Bloodline Records. Y'all hoes still talking about empowerment from a man giving you dick and money. That's not empowerment. Because let me break this down to you, young sisters. Meg Thee Stallion, just in case y'all don't know about it or y'all forgot, is going through a harsh situation with her label in court, because the guy that's over her label that signed her while she's so independent in women's empowerment, bitch signed to a dude. The dude, she's not even signed to a record label full of women. Signed to a guy. So I don't know if that's the empowerment to sign to a man or not have your own record label. She's barely able to put out music. She had to go to court to get permission. And then why that happened? Because Roc Nation's lawyers over there and managers were full of guys. You got one woman over there who's I think she's a vice president of Roc Nation, but she doesn't own Roc Nation. But you got the male lawyers that told her your master men over there are fucking you over. So now she's suing the guy. You know what I'm saying? They in court. No, he's suing her, I think, my bad, because she ain't paying him like she's supposed to. So she most likely got a 360 deal. Every time she do a show, she's supposed to pay him. But that's empowerment. Cardi B signed to 2 different record labels. I don't know, some KRS and then another one, Atlantic, owned by white guys. Yeah, that's empowering. They get money. She probably got a 360 deal too. Every time she do a show and making money off everything, she's giving it to some guy. Trina, she still signed Slip and Slide Records, owned by a guy. City Girls, signed to Quality Control, owned by Coach K, a guy. They probably got a 360 deal too. And if you look at it, Migos is suing their lawyer because they say he was stealing money from him for the label, I believe. So how is that empowering that all these females making all this money, but the guys, men make more money than they make off of themselves? So all this twerking and whole shit they saying and doing, men making all the money. So they still got fucking pimps. The only woman, one of the main women, I can give 3 women credit, even though it's fucked up. They pimping them, but you got Shawnee O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal ex-wife, who owns and executive produces. Well, she probably executive produces one of the executive producers, but she got a top level position. You know what I'm saying? She gotta be careful because VH1 probably own all this shit like they did Nick Cannon. But she's the boss of that shit. Mona Scott, who's over Love and Hip Hop, who Suzuki Hana is on, who also was crying about signing to a label deal owned by a man, was on Love and Hip Hop. Mona Scott owns that. And then we got Queen Latifah. Her and her partner, Shakim, the OG Shakim, have a management and production and film company. That's boss. That's boss shit. Well, we talking about empowerment, but they don't own their own shit. And they ain't executive producers. They got men producers, men managers, men lawyers, men CEOs, men vice presidents, men A&R. Where's the empowerment at, sis? That's what I'm trying to realize. That's what we're trying to get you to realize. Empowerment is you take your career and life into your own hands instead of a man being in control. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying they can't grow and then learn to have their own business, because Pac did that too. He was starting to learn his own business, got so. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he was going to start his own Euthanasia Records. And then you got Nipsey Hussle, of course, got so been independent for like almost his whole 90% of his whole career, and then did an imprint deal with Atlantic Records. He brought all money into Atlantic Records. He didn't sign to them. He had one or two bad deals that weren't that great. Said, fuck it, let's go independent. The next person that signed me, they got to sign all money in. This is my label. That's how you do it. And I ain't saying these sisters won't grow, and I pray God bless them too. But I'm just saying, look at Trina. Trina's 40-something years old, and she's still signed to a label. Where's her own label? Where's her own management company? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she ain't doing that, but I'm just telling y'all what's online, what you find out. All these females are signed to dudes. You out here twerking and trying to get money from dudes. That's not empowerment. They are failing y'all sisters. I love you. I love my sisters. But y'all hoes, y'all got to learn how to do better. And that's why I named this whatever I named. It needs to get your attention. It need to be some tough fucking love. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all real quick. I'm going to bring back more to y'all. You know I do. Make sure you like, share, comment. Definitely make sure you subscribe. And this your boy JTL, opposite from the north. Gonna get back at you again. Chip!